off because I was like, I have a few errands to run this morning, and and Spirit was like, Shay Shay, no, you have to do a self care video. I haven't done a self care video in a long time, but I said, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll be like, okay, 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 okay. I be talking to my spirit guides and to my ancestors like they're like, I'm like, okay, 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 okay. It'd be so funny. But guys, I'm really laughing because I channeled the movie right after I got off the Scorpio, the Scorpio reading. I actually channeled, man, Boomerang, the movie Boomerang, and the part that I channeled. Do you guys remember when Eddie Murphy went to the backyard and he was talking to Tisha Campbell? And he used to date her a long time ago. You know, I'm on the movie, right? And she was always trying to get with him. She'd be watching and checking what type of women he brought in his home on that movie, right? That was a cool movie. It was funny. And the part that I remembered, I channeled, and that Spirit wanted me to come on and tell you guys, because I first said I was going to put the title as "Let the Past Be the Past," and then I said no, and then I heard when Tisha Campbell said, "Would you like some coffee?" Because he was sad that the other girl had left or whatever. What's her name? I forget the other girl's name, but he said, she said, "Do you want a cup of coffee?" Because they were finally talking really nice to you. They was communicating on a nice, they had a nice energy going at that time because they normally argue. So she was like, "Do you want a cup of coffee?" He said, "Not if Jesus was pouring it." What? And then, guys, I'm gonna tell you. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, man, that reminds me of me and my situation, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't. I cannot with you guys. I'm gonna tell you. I know it's not funny, guys. I'm not laughing at it, but I know you guys. I had came on. I was really sad about my ex-husband and everything, and he was sick and all this other stuff. But one day, this I'm just gonna let you guys know. That's why I can say, I could truly say, let the past be the past because oh my goodness, I have been getting tested so much. It's just ridiculous. And this one, you know what you know, and you're done with what you're done with. He had called. He had called me one day, and he was like, I guess he thought I was gonna like feel sorry for him because he was, because he's very sickly, and he was like, "Guys, I'm so sorry." He was trying to be my friend, and I don't even want to be his friend. I was like, mm-mm. And then I thought about that this morning when I heard that not if Jesus was pouring it. So I started laughing. And I had my son. He doesn't think it's funny. My baby son. He just he'd be like, "Mom, are you serious?" Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, I wouldn't deal with you anymore. Okay, guys, it's not funny. It's not okay, Shay Shay. It's not funny. But now I can laugh, and it's the purpose of me coming on here talking to you guys about it. It's not that I'm laughing at my ex husband or I'm laughing at any of those situations. Is that it comes a point in your life to where things you thought was so horrific and so bad to the point to where now you can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're like, man, this is a total different feel. This is a total different vibe. Now, when you say you're healed and you're going through your healing and when no one is, let me just say this, no one is all the way healed. You're going to have to work on that daily, but for the most part, you're healed enough to not go back to toxicity. And when you really know that you're at that point to where you done, you can actually talk to that person and know that you're done. And believe it or not, the universe, the Holy Spirit, they will bring that person back to you because once a person has wronged you, first of all, they're going to have to come back to you. They're going to have to repent. That's their karma, is to come back to you. And your test is to see what and how you're going to react to this person coming back in your life. Okay? Are you fully healed to where you're healed enough to know that I don't care if this person have $1,000,000, I'm not going back to them. Okay? And I mean, I'm speaking on a very serious note now, guys. Seriously. Um, you know to what degree this person could have caused certain things to happen in your life. So my thing is that with me, it's like I always use myself as an example for you guys to have strength. My example is my ex-husband always try to lure me with money. And you know, money is just deadly. And I'm glad I'm not that person anymore. I'm glad that I'm not into material things anymore. Because, guys, when you watch the news, think about how many people have been lured with money or finances or things of that nature. Or, baby, you left something at my house and you feel at the time that it was something that, maybe it was a family heirloom or something you just had to have. And then they kill that person or harm that person in a bad way. And see, that's how I feel about my ex-husband. I can never be with him. I can never be around him, because it's like he'll snap. He'll talk good for like a few seconds, and all of a sudden he just snaps. It's not. Oh my goodness, it's not funny. I remember talking to my daughter one day, and I was like, "Man, why didn't I see this? This mofo is really crazy." It's like it's no compromise there. It's just like he just snaps. Like guys, it's not funny, but I'm glad I can laugh at it. It's like I'll say, well, the sky is purple and anything. And he'll be like, yeah, it really is. It's really nice. And then he'll start going off about, yeah, you sorry, mother effer. And I'll be like, what the fuck just happened? Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. But I'm telling you, it's got cheese have fell off the cracker. I'm telling you. Okay, okay. I'm gonna stop. I'm really gonna stop. Guys, I'm just so I don't know. I don't know. I just have jokes this morning. But I'm gonna use my self-care cards because that's really what I came on to do. But I just can't stop laughing because when he say, not if Jesus was pointing. It put me in the mind of my ex-husband. I don't give a fuck if if you was at the fucking pearly gates. I guess I would go to hell then, because man, let me tell you, I wouldn't go back to this motherfucker. Let me stop. Okay, let me stop. Say, stop. Okay, let me stop. Guys, I am not right this morning. I promise you I'm not right. Maybe it's all the veggies and the fruit. I got the giggles, guys. I really have the giggles. Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Connect with your womb. Okay, you guys know what that means? You guys know what that means? I want to see if you guys really know what that means. When I look at this card and it say connect with your womb, get in touch with your root chakra. Okay, your womb is your root chakra. And you cannot share your root chakra with everybody. Okay? You cannot. And you cannot. I'm going to say it. You cannot. That is not a good idea. I feel the need to tell you guys, celibacy is where it's at. If you're not in a relationship, let me say this. A man is not going to tell you, really. A lot of men is not going to judge you because they want your sex, is what I'm saying. So, and this is not for the ones that's playing, that, okay, some people use sex as a weapon. I think that's that's destructive, that's toxic. But for the ones that's not doing that, I am a stickler. I feel wholeheartedly about being celibate because you don't share your sexual energy with just everybody. Like for me, you have to be a very special person for me to celebrate. Well, sex to me is a celebration, but um, for me to be intimate with a man, it has to be you have to be you have to be a special person. I mean, seriously. Um, you just can't go around just showing everybody your little pizza and expect to be on the road to healing. Okay, divine feminines. And if you call yourself a divine feminine, you're going to be very mindful as the things that you do in your walk in spirituality. And that's for real. Someone once asked me, why are you celibate? Because I was celibate, and at the time I was celibate because I wanted to connect more with my spirituality. I wanted to get understanding about what happened in my life and why it happened, or why I allowed certain things to take place in my life when I knew better. Okay? And at that time in my life, I was hard on myself. So I was like, Shay Shay, you know better. So why did you allow certain things? That's another part of your healing. You have to take accountability and know that you have allowed these things to happen. No one is going to just do things without you allowing it. And for whatever reason you were weak at that time to allow these things, to me, being celibate made things clearer in my mind, just as detoxing. It's several different type of detoxing. Like now I'm detoxing so that I can come down off my weight and get more healthier. Of course, I want clarity in my spirituality, but I want to lose my stomach area more because of my blood pressure. And, it's just whatever your desire is as to why you're doing something, is what I'm saying. But be very strong in your convictions, because to me, your root chakra is all of your chakras is most important, but your root chakra is the most important, guys. And if you just sharing your sexual energy with everybody, that's just not good on many different levels. I mean, you're grown, you do what you want to do, but I'm just giving you some key tips, because if you're talking about, I get a lot of clients always asking me, Shay Shay, when am I going to get someone? Do you see me getting someone in the future? Okay, when you do finally get someone to come towards your way and they're healed, and you're sharing your root chakra with the world, with everybody, um, that person, first of all, is going to know that you're doing that when they have sex with you, because you're going to. I just can't be number real, guys. You're gonna be loose down there. You're not gonna have any walls. When I look at this card, I'll be like, wait a minute, your walls are gonna be busted, or I don't know. I'm getting all these downloads, man. It's some crazy stuff. But not only that, they're gonna look at you in a certain way, and they're not gonna tell you how they're looking at you. And that's why a lot of people say, well, why am I? They haven't married me or such and such. Because it's the way you move, it's the way you carry yourself, and be authentic. Don't do things just for play games. Like I heard someone the other day says, oh yeah, when a guy texts me, I wait 4 days to text him back. I'm like, that's stupid. Why do you do that? Why does people play all these games? With me, I'm straightforward. People can say what they want to say, but I'm just straightforward. I'm gonna text you. If you don't want to text me back, that's fine. I'm gonna say what's on my mind. Hey, I'm serious. All these freaking games is something is wrong with this. And that's why I tell people, celibacy, when you are a single divine feminine, that goes back into biblical times. Okay? People always say, what is a virtual woman? The first thing about a virtual woman in the Bible is being in control of your root chakra, your sexual energy. Go look it up. Okay? How are you going to say you're a godly woman? Because that's what a divine feminine is, a godly woman. If your root chakra is out of control. All jokes aside, guys, that's the truth. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long because I have to do some things, but seriously, guys. And it's just nasty. It's just nasty. No judgment, but it's just nasty. I'm going to say what I hear. Okay. When you have intercourse with someone, you're sharing a lot. And it's like, you don't want to do that with just everybody. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Look at this. Ground yourself. You have to ground yourself. You have to meditate. By grounding yourself is meditation. Look at my videos I just made last week, what I was telling you guys. You have to meditate. You have to pray. You have to ground yourself. And you have to ground yourself in order to connect with your womb. Everything comes from the womb, the root on up. Okay? When you grow something, if you garden, what do you have to do? You have to plant it, and then you have to wait for what? For it to have a root in order for it to grow. Right? Makes sense, right? Burning bowl rituals. Whatever ritual you like I like, I don't like to a burning bowl, so to speak, but I like fire. I connect with fire. Um, don't ask me why. It just since I've been in my spirituality, I connect with fire. I connect with scents. I love scents. Certain scents will bring my intuition. It will heighten my intuition. Um, it will bring the messages in clear to me. Today was the only day that I didn't burn anything yet because I know I have to leave my home for a little bit. Um, make an altar. I have an altar. You know, make sure you put things at the altar for your ancestors. That is real. Okay? This whole thing is a process. Pleasure. Didn't I just tell you guys that? What did I tell you about pleasure? I cannot make this up. All these cards came out with everything I was talking about. Pleasure. Okay? When I look at this card, I'm seeing several different things. I'm looking at you may pleasure yourself if you just can't go celibate until you get a better understanding of oneself. Chanting is another way of grounding yourself if you don't understand how to meditate or if you don't feel right meditating, then you can do the chant. And the chanting is the same thing as the meditation. Okay? I do both. It just depends, but I do more meditation though. But pleasure. And when I look at this, it's not just sexual to me. You have to find out what things that you can do that make you feel good, because pleasure is something that makes you feel good, right? So with me, when I think of pleasure in my life now, I think of walking, okay? I think of exercise, and I love swimming. Get your mind off so much of the sexual things. Um, I like to read. Okay. I keep myself busy with a lot of different things um, that pleasures me, but it's on a positive note. Um, I love to hug trees. I promise you, I love to hug trees. And when I go out and sit like at a park or something, guys, I can't even explain to you guys the feeling of freedom, the feeling of, oh my God, the fresh air and the smell of the grass, and that makes me feel really good. It pleasures me. I love the beach, but the only reason why I was gonna go to the beach this weekend by myself, but I was like, okay, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm not gonna drive that long way to see dirty ass water. I'm just not. I'm sorry. You can call me bougie. Maybe I still have a little bougie in me, but I like to see blue water, guys. I'm just being real. I'm just being honest. That's what I'm used to. So it's kind of like, okay, this is not really like going to the beach. It's like a swamp area now. I'm starting to stop. But it's the truth. That's just how I feel. So it's like, okay, I don't want to drive that far just to nah. So, but just find out what pleasures you guys. Stop, take it out of the sex thing. That's another reason for celibacy, because you could take it out of being sexual. Everything is not sexual. Okay, what if you have a situation where someone wants to be with you, and yeah, they may start off talking about sex. You guys may end up having sex, but then, okay, what if they start thinking, well, maybe let me see if I can really be with this person? Or maybe they like you and they want to see, can you hold a conversation? Can you communicate? Or what are your likes? What do you like to do other than sex? Then what you going to say? Okay? I mean, this message is for some divine feminine out there. Then how are you going to hold a conversation? You have to be a conversationalist in order in order to have a good stable relationship with someone. You can't just bust out and just, oh, well, let me suck this and eat this. Someone is doing this, man, because I'm picking up on this energy. You can't just do that. It's got to be more. You have to be multifaceted in order to hold a relationship, in order to even hold conversation with someone. I mean, seriously. And like me as an Aquarius, you have to be an intellect to deal with me, because I'm just like, I'll sit back and listen to you, right? And I'll be like, okay. But I know instantly if I want to be with someone, especially on a sexual level, because they have to intrigue my mind. I have to have mind stimulation. And as per most Aquarians, but you have to stimulate my mental. It's not just about the looks. And I'm going to say it's not just about the looks, but you have to stimulate my mind. And if you stimulate my mind, man, look, you in there. Like for real. And you have to be different. I like someone that's different, that dresses different. It's just their overall makeup is just different. Um, but that's just Shay Shay. I'm just giving you guys some examples. But yeah. So don't think of sex all the time. Sometimes when you're highly attracted to someone and you guys have a lot of passion for each other, it's kind of hard not to be sexual. I get that. But that means that you have a good sexual, um, you guys are going to be very passionate. Passion is great to have in a relationship. But outside of passion, okay, let's see, what do we have? And to me, that's when everything gets so real. And when it get that real and you already have the good sex life and all the passion, and then if you're if you can communicate and intrigue this person's mental, then you have a really, really, really whole, full relationship where now you can start building with this person, because this person's like, man, I have a good sex life. This person is well rounded. I can do this with this person. We have that in common. And then now you can build on that and see where that goes. It's not all about having sex and, oh, I want to be married. Oh, I want to be in a relationship. Relationship takes time, and it takes time with trying to connect with each other. And the bond comes from being, to me, intellectually stimulated also. Because what's going to happen once you get at a certain point in your life, like me, I'm an older woman. So if sex was just everything in my life, then what's going to happen when my mate may not, we may not even feel like having sex anymore? Then what we're going to do, look at each other like we're both stupid? Like, okay, we don't have anything else? That's not funny. That's really sad. So I don't know who this message was for again, but it was for one of my divine feminines, that somebody's out there doing this weird crap. I'm telling you, somebody's out there doing this. Oh my goodness, I was about to put the cards up. Bottom of the deck, sex. Get out of the, please guys, stop doing that. Sex is great. Trust and believe sex is great. But it's not all what you need to, what I want to say. I was about to say it's not all what it's cracked up to be. But, so somebody must not be having a good sex life if I channel that energy. But seriously though, guys, take it out of sex. Once you take it out of sex, you're going to see, well, maybe I can't be with this person, or maybe I can't be with that person. Or maybe try being with your person and just talking, laying in bed and not having sex. That's another thing. Because that's how you know if you really want to be with someone. If you really want to be with someone, you know. And another way is, if you guys don't be underneath each other all the time. If you know that you really love and care for someone, and you say, "Oh, I love this person. I really want to be with this person," let this person leave and be missing for like a month, 2 months, and see if you still feel the same way. That's another way. And then you'll know. You'll know. You know, um, that's a whole nother video, but you'll know. You can't just base everything on sex. And again, somebody's doing this. And to me, the way of the world now, everybody base everything on sex. Just like these women, they no one has purpose anymore. They don't. And I'm just saying what I feel. No one has purpose anymore. Oh, I'm gonna if they said it, if you speak to a normal, just pull any woman to the side and ask her about her health reasons. Oh, I'm gonna lose weight, or I'm gonna get a BBL. I'm gonna get surgery real quick because I gotta look this way or this way. It's all about looks. It's all about outer appearance. No one is trying to fix their inner self. No one is trying to heal within. No one is saying, I want you to know my inner self just as more my outer self. Who you hear talking like that? I mean, seriously. Again, stimulate. Stimulation is key. Mental stimulation is key. And being yourself is, oh my God, you have to be yourself. You know, what's going to happen when you get with this person alone and you can't hold a conversation, or you can't, you just, it'll be very unbalanced, guys. Just say that it'll be very unbalanced. Um, but I'm not going to hold you any longer. But I just wanted to get that message out there. But I'm going to speak to you guys later today. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. A lot of people are celebrating the 4th of July today or this weekend. So I don't know. I don't really. But I'm shocked that I don't hear my neighbors with their fireworks. I am really shocked at that. But maybe they're going to celebrate it Tuesday during the week. Make Shay Shay really tired while I can't go to work. That is my luck, guys. I promise you that will be the luck of me. But love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.